In my big heavy pot, I have onion that's chopped up. Just sweating it a little bit, trying to get some flavor in it. And then I'm going to add chicken and saute the chicken with the onion. So I added my chicken. I've moved my onions out of the way so I could lay the chicken on the bottom of the pan. And what I want to do is I want to get the chicken browning. And on top of the chicken, I'm going to add black pepper. Probably a teaspoonful. I'm going to add my salt. Another teaspoon. I really don't have any measurements for this, so I'm going to try to tell you how much I'm using. And then I have Spanish paprika. And then the paprika, you want to add on top, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Then I'm going to let the chicken brown a little bit, and then we'll stir it and brown it on the other side. You need to get some browning done because your flavor is going to come for your paprikash from that brown bits of goodness there on the bottom of the pan. Alright, so it's been cooking a little bit, and I want to turn over the chicken. And you definitely want to get that paprika also cooking and browning on the bottom. This is so hard to do one-handed. Alright, so I turned it over and I'm just going to let it cook some more. Alright, so it's been cooking a little bit. And as you can see, you got these little brown bits under here. This is what you want. I'm stirring it around a little bit. This is a really important stage. If you don't do this stage, you won't have that much flavor in your paprikash, and you also won't have a beautiful color. So I think I want to let it brown just a smidgen more. And I need a little bit more paprika. So I'm going to add another teaspoon. Alright, so we have some good browned chicken here. So you want to I'd like to pour a little bit of water in to begin with, just so I can deglaze the pan and try to get all those little brown bits up, scraped off the pan bottom, because you definitely want those for flavor. And they are all off. So I'm going to add the rest of my water. And I also like to add this ingredient. It's called Ivar. It is, I'm going to add a spoonful of it. It is eggplant and red pepper spread. You put it on sandwiches, you cook with it. Now a little bit more water. I want to cover the chicken because it's all going to reduce down. All right, see the nice color from the paprika? That was, it's 10 liters. So about a liter and a quarter, maybe 6 cups, 5.5 cups of water. All right, so we're just gonna let that cook and stir it occasionally and check it in about an hour and a half. So it is on a medium heat. You don't want too big of a boil, just a nice simmer like that. All right, so it's been cooking for about an hour and a half. And the chicken is fall off the bone tender. So what I like to do is I like to take my chicken out, and then I take my immersion blender and blend all the juices with a little bit of flour. And then I will pick the chicken off the bone and put it back in the pot. All right, so I have my chicken broth from my Paprikash. So I'm gonna add 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. You can use a blender. All right, so it's all blended, the onions, any peppers that I've already had in there, the juices, and it's nice and thick. Since I put flour in it, I am gonna have to cook off the flour taste. So I'm gonna put it on a low heat and let it thicken a little bit more, and then add my chicken into it. All right, so I've let it cook for a few minutes to let it thicken and let the flour taste come off. It is a beautiful thickness. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. Coats the back of the spoon. This is where you try it. Find out if you need any more salt and pepper. It's perfect. I took the chicken off the bones and I'm just gonna put them back in the pot. And I don't do this, but this is the point where you would add sour cream to your Paprikash. You can add a couple of spoonfuls of sour cream and it is done. You can serve it over noodles, potato dumplings, polenta, anything that you like. Enjoy. Right. So my noodles are done. I'm gonna take some of my Paprikash, spoon it over the top, get some of that yummy chicken. It's nice and rich because we let it brown in the pan. Beautiful color, rich, smooth texture. Enjoy.